Infinity here, and this is Stardew Isle. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you guys are here, and I hope that you're all doing well. So I want to start off this video by apologizing. I'm so sorry. I was supposed to have this video up on my channel by Sunday or on Sunday, but I actually underestimated how long this was going to take me. So y'all better appreciate, all right? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, but not really. But I am just kidding. So today's video is all about my codes. So I am going to go over all 100 plus codes that I use on Stardew Isle. So here I am at the entrance. So I wanted to start here because there are quite a few codes just here. So I'm going to start off with my flower lease code. This is probably my most requested code that I get. I get comments on my videos. I get comments on Instagram. So here it is, guys. Here is the flower lease code. It's beautiful, you guys. I recommend it. And here is the welcome sign code. So there are actually 4 variations of this welcome sign. So you guys can just pick one if you want, whichever one matches your island aesthetic. And then the next code I'm going to show you is this diagonal blanket, or this diamond shaped blanket. So this one here, I use both of these. So I actually use a lot of this designer's clothes as well. And then this one here is the check that I use on the Zen cushions, the pile of Zen cushions. I just love how it looks. And I use this on some of the wooden stools as well. Okay, so let's keep moving forward. So I just want to actually show you guys right there. That is how the check looks on the Zen cushions. Doesn't that look so nice? I love it. Okay, so going over the bridge, and I'm just going to show you guys a few codes here. So there's that little circle. So actually the stone circle and the little O is done by the same designer. So there's 4 slots here for my stone circle, and then the little brown O. So this is all the same designer. And then this one here is the path that I use. So I looked so long for a path because I wanted it to match the flower leases as well, because I knew I was going to use those most, but I also wanted to use the path. And then I fell in love with this one. And then these are the fringes that I use for all of my blankets. I think they're beautiful. And where are they? Where are my fringe? I can't find my fringe. Nope, those aren't my fringes. There we go. So yeah, so these are the fringes that I use. And then I also use from this designer the flower circle, the other flower circle that I have with the orange and the yellow flowers, and then I use this one as well. So I'll show you guys the fringe and the blanket laid out. Oh, it just looks beautiful. So here is that green blanket with the white flowers and the fringe. This fringe goes with anything, you guys, so I highly recommend this one. And then there's that flower circle with the yellow and the orange and the white flowers. Oh, look at them. Look at the girls, Tangy and Lolly. Oh, I love them so much. And this here is that stone circle that I was showing you guys earlier. I love how it looks. Oh, there's Joey. He's thinking. Oh, he better not ask to leave. Oh no, he just bought a skeleton. I'll take your skeleton, baby Joey. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'll take it. So cute. I love him. So there's a whole bunch of codes that I want to show you here as well. And then there is that the diamond blanket that's in the entrance. So here I've just used it as a diagonal with that other rose, the single rose pattern in the middle. I just love how this looks. So I'm just gonna drop my wasp's nest back. Please don't mind my full pockets. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so let's go over the codes that I'm using in this section and then some. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the pattern, the custom design that I have on the kimono stand. So this is the rose pattern. I also have this in my flower garden, and then this is one of my favorite blanket designs. I love how this looks. And then I also use this one here. This looks really nice on the cushions or on the stool. So this is nice and simple. Well, it's not simple, but it's plain. And then here is the daisy pattern that I use. I actually just changed this. And my little birds. And then here are the leaves that I use. So there's a couple of options. And then my daisy wreath. I love this. Look at how different it looks when you look at it this way than how it looks on the ground. And then my honey splat. I just Googled or I just searched honey and I loved how this one looked. So that's it. And then I'm going to show you guys the blanket. Look how good this looks. Is it just me, you guys? It can't be. This is so nice. This is one of my favorite areas on my island with the double blanket look. So here is the sunflower blanket. And I also use the beautiful white flowers from this designer as well. This is the sunflower lattice that I use. I actually use this design on a lot of the Zen cushions. It looks so good, like so good. And then from the same designer, here are the small sunflowers and then the big one single sunflower as well. And this code here is for that brown flower circle. So this one does actually use up 4 slots, but the designer also has a smaller version that only uses the 1 slot right here. So if you guys like how it looks but don't want to commit to 4 slots, use the small one for sure. And then I also use this blanket design. It is gorgeous from this designer. And then here is the flower, not the flower, sorry, the yellow flower blanket that everybody uses. I just love this so much. It's so beautiful. And there's different colors as well. And then this is my, what would I call this? Wood panels? No, they're not wood panels, but that's the design. And then I'm going to show you guys this blanket here and the little planks. And then just a few more codes that I use around my campsite as well. What I love about these planks is there's no gap in between, so you can just layer them all next to each other and there's no gaps. I love that. And then this is the blanket here. There's an orange one and I think that there's a different color green maybe, I'm not sure. And then here is that wood circle. This is the connecting piece to the wood circle. And then here is the rest of the wood circle. I said wood circle so many times. And here are one of the brown leaves that I use. This looks really nice underneath the mush parasols. And then here is, I use a lot actually from this designer. This is the second set of brown leaves. Here is the second green leaves that I use, and the stones that I use. And I also use this here as well. I've only used it so far on the stalls, but I do plan on using it somewhere else. And the pumpkin shelves. So I wanted to show you guys this area. This is actually Tangy's house. I decorated her house off camera. She runs the book nook on Stardew Isle. What do you guys think? Do you love it? I love it so much. Should I have done a video on this? You guys let me know. Leave me a comment down below if you guys wanted to see a video about this. I'm sorry that I didn't record it. Okay, so there's a bunch of codes here that I want to go over. So this is a new picnic blanket that I found. Oh, I love it so much. Look how realistic the hat looks. And there's actually different variations. So I chose the hat, but here's the picnic blanket. So I chose the hat, but there's like a little bouquet and a little cutting board with like strawberries or something on it. Look at that. So if you have the space, use it. So this is what I use on the bottom because the flower leases are only 4, and I actually used the winter border. If you guys have been following my channel from the beginning, I used this winter border when it was winter time, and this designer has a winter border, a spring, a summer, and a fall one. Look at how gorgeous this fall one looks. So if you're looking for borders, definitely look up this one. So this was the old daisies that I used to use. I love it. And this is the hibiscus that I use. But I did change up my daisies because I liked how the other ones were more daisy looking. And this hibiscus I use quite a bit as well. I use it on my little island theme. And then here is the water spot that I use, the little puddle. So here I am on my island neighborhood, and I'm just going to go over the codes that I use in this area. There's quite a few of them as well. So here are the 2 palms that I use, and then here's the single palm. I think they just look so realistic. And the lily pad. Oh, my Henry. I found this for Henry's house and it was just perfect, but I use it here as well. And then I use these mossy stones. Look at how good they look. And then here's the little fish stall for Bob because he's our local fisherman, our fishmonger. And then here's Raymond's house. Oh my God, Red's here. But here's Raymond's house where all of my codes threw up. But I love how this looks. Let me know. Do you guys love it? Here's the straw that I use for his chicken coop for the stall. And also I use the chicken feed here as well. It's the same designer that does all of the chickens that I use, as well as the chicken coop. But I'll go over all of the standee codes later. So here are a few more codes that I use. So this is the bamboo that I use for the bridge. And this designer also does them in green and the dark brown. I chose this color because of the green grass. And then I also use this design a lot as well. This looks so good on the stools as well as on, oh my gosh. And then there's this flower basket. Sorry, I got distracted. That green looks really good on the Zen cushions as well. But this is a flower basket. So I haven't used this yet, but I will, I think. Here's the bamboo. So I just searched bamboo in the little search field and loved how that looked. All right, so here I'm going to go over the designs that I use for the little coffee area. So here's the stall design. And then I also use the shelves. So I use the cafe shelves with the simple panels and the second cafe shelves here as well. I technically could get rid of one code and only use one, but I like how this looks. So this is actually the water circle that I haven't used this yet. I do plan on using it. It could be interchanged if I don't like it. Actually, no, I have used this. No, I did use this. I've changed up my, what are they called? The Karakuropi bridges. So I actually added the water here, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. Here, this is what it looks like. Do you guys like it? Should I keep it? And then up there as well. Oh, look at my kabuki. He's dancing. Oh, I love him so much. I have the biggest crush on him, you guys. Look at him dancing. Oh, he's my grandpa, but like, I love him. He's not my real grandpa, so I can love him. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so here are the fruit crates that I use in my orchard. So I'm going to go over all of the umbrella designs that I use, as well as my standee designs for you guys. So I use all of these crates. Here's the chicken coop. So like I was saying, this is the same designer as the chicken and the chicken feed. And this is the other one that I use. There are other varieties, but I liked these ones the best. There's the little green door that I use for my teddy bear. And then the ice cream vans. So my most recent build on my island was using these. And Kate from Honeycomb, she's actually on Instagram, and I use a lot of her clothes as well. And this is the coffee truck or the coffee cart, coffee van, whatever you want to call it. That's the designer for the coffee cart that I use. And the camper van. So there's other colors for the camper van designer. And this is the garden shed roof. And the same designer created the garden shed, or the shed that I use for my Nook's Cranny. So here is all of the garden shed designs. I just love how this looks. And this is my honey and my lemon cart that I use for Joey's house. This designer has such amazing designs, or this artist has such amazing designs. Definitely check them out. You're gonna love it. And then this is the lemon crate that I use for that same build. Look at the details of the lemon. Doesn't this just look so real? Gosh, when this upgrade came out, it was just like the best thing ever. And then I also use the custard Danish here for my high tea area, as well as the cinnamon buns from this artist. And here is the code for the little yellow poo tree. That was a tongue twister for some reason that I use for Joey's house. And here is the Bookshop code that I use for Tangy's bookstore, along with the little door that I use. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know which one of these codes you guys would use on your island, and I hope that I've inspired you guys to use some new codes, or that you guys were able to find some codes from me that you guys have been looking for a while. You guys, look at Kabuki here. He's so active in this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!